Yo, welcome. Welcome to a divine message. The eternal child. Okay. The eternal child. The eternal child you are. Number 4. The ocean and the animal in reverse. Okay. You're observing your animal side, which is not very animal to do. So you're like the mix of the eternal child, raw, innocent consciousness, and the ocean, all-encompassing love. And you're not too attached to your animal side right now. You're letting go of your animal side. Letting go of your animal instinct and becoming something of your own. Becoming something of your own creation. That is the essence of the eternal child. The eternal child is an incredible innovator, incredible creator who creates something out of nothing, who makes their own creature, makes their own vibe. And it's something that intellect cannot create. It's something that mind, power, cannot come close to. And that is your key. Combining that with the ocean, that is your key. That is your secret. Maintaining your eternal innocence while also maintaining your eternal motherhood, your care for others, your unconditional love. The ocean loves unconditionally. The ocean loves everybody. And maybe the animal side of you would hold grudges. I feel like animals sometimes hold grudges. Animals sometimes could be angry because they're just trying to survive. But there's a reason why the elephant looks like that. Why it looks so mythical. The elephant is no ordinary animal. The elephant is no beast. The elephant is its own creation. The elephant is God. That's why they worship it. Okay. It's like you're an animal, but a very unconventional animal who is conscious of itself. The self, wow. Yeah, the pearl. Okay, Gemini energy. I feel like you definitely have a lot of Gemini within you, a lot of Gemini gods. You have a great understanding, a great mastery of the Gemini. I have Gemini in Mars and Venus, the hunter. And in sidereal astrology, it is my rising sign. And the comic. Okay. So I feel like you are in your element when you're a comedian. You're in your element when you're just not taking this shit too seriously. You're in your element when you could laugh. When you could laugh. And when you were open to that, when you're open to that energy will come to you. It'll be created out of thin air. It's like if you want to laugh, if you're like, God, I need to laugh right now, God will orchestrate something. God will orchestrate something for you in a magical way that gets you laughing. If you're like, wow, nothing can get me to laugh anymore, God is like, I got you. I got you. You're a hunter. You're a hunter for this. You hunt down what will make you laugh. You hunt something that makes you feel seen, makes you feel loved. It's like you don't want something that's competing with you. You don't want something that's insecure when they're around you. You want something that is not taking any of this too seriously. The box. Yeah. And this was a lesson. This was a lesson of learning what it is you want. You could have strove for things that put you in a box. Like you wanted something perfect, you wanted something textbook. It's like you were going after something that by the book, it's great. By the book, it's everything anybody's ever wanted. But is it what you want though? Is it really what you want? And this could have been hard. This could have been troubling because you didn't really know what you want. This is just what was placed in front of you. So this was a lesson that what is placed in front of us visually is not always what we want. It's not always what is for us. That there is a mysterious way. There's a mysterious path that is unseen and is only understood by those who can laugh at themselves. That is the ultimate enlightenment, if you can laugh at yourself. Gnosis. So, yes, you can laugh at yourself, but you're also extremely sensitive. You're also extremely emotional, which is how you like it. It's like you like the mix between being sensitive and also not really giving a fuck. Okay. So you're going down you're doing something very unconventional. You're going to find yourself in a place that's very unconventional. You're going down a path that is very unconventional, and it is not only carved out for you, but carved out by you. Aletheia. Yeah. This path is very balanced between light and dark. It is very balanced between light and dark, and you could have experienced going down the light path, which was nice, but not really for you. And you could have also experienced going down the dark path, which was just terrible. But this, the pilgrim, is the mix of both. It's the mix of both. It's an anomaly. This path you're going down is an anomaly. the tear, kairos, emerald, ruby, the shapeshifter, the father, and the prayer. Okay, blue eyes. Blue eyes are significant. Definitely significant. You're connected to a shapeshifter. This person is very wise, very knowledgeable, very studious in both the light and the dark, as I said, the Father and the prayer. Okay. This is very confusing. This is some very confusing stuff. There's a shapeshifter, there's a God conscious. There's somebody who's God conscious, somebody who embodies God and the devil at the same time. There's a prayer that was made, a tear that was shed. Maybe both, a prayer and a tear. You went through something incredibly emotionally painful and shed sacred tears. And it was also painful that you're a shapeshifter, painful of your own identity, like feeling like you don't have an identity, feeling like you don't know what to feel, you don't know what your source is. So you called out to the Father. You called out to the Father and found what you needed. Your prayer was answered. Your prayer was answered, and you became one with the Father. You became one with the Father and kept your shapeshifter gift. You accumulated all of the light while keeping your darkness. Okay? The ocean again. Okay. So your power is very powerful. Your power is the most powerful. The ocean might be the most powerful force in the world. It probably is. The most powerful force in the world. It carves out the land. It carves out everything. We need the ocean. And the ocean is unapologetic, unapologetical, I don't know. Unapologetical. It's definitely not how you say it. Whatever. But it impacts without any mercy, really. But it does have mercy. It's like the ocean is rough. The ocean affects you. It's impossible to be in the ocean without being affected. The ocean transforms you. And that's what you are. And people could avoid the ocean. People could be far away from the ocean. But that doesn't change its impact. That doesn't change its impact on all of the world, the comic, on all of mankind. And those who are close to the ocean, those who choose to go in the ocean and be shaped by it, they're feeling the true force, the real deal, the real thing. So I feel maybe people are avoiding you, avoiding your work, avoiding acknowledging your power, but that doesn't mean anything. You don't need them to. The ocean doesn't need people to go to it. It's self-reliant. It loves to love. It loves to store life. It loves to give life. That's what it does. It doesn't need people's approval. It doesn't need people to worship it. It just does its thing. And it's open. You can go to the ocean at any time. Okay. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of the real thing, the Emperor. Don't be afraid of what is actually tapping into the ocean's energy. So those who embody the ocean, they have this incredible, incredible power. This incredible emotional power where it seems like people worship them because they are the embodiment of the mother. So it's rightfully so. So don't be afraid of these people. Don't be afraid to learn from them, to be washed by them. To be shaped by them. They know what they're doing. God gave them that role on purpose. They wouldn't have that impact if it weren't for God. It's like many will emulate the ocean. Many would be fearful of the ocean, but still try to emulate its power because they're jealous of the way it impacts people. So they unconsciously try to become it. They unconsciously try to become it without knowing a thing about it, and that's the devil. The devil coming out. So they try to emulate it without actually going to it, to the source. And they think that's going to work. They think that's going to give them their authority. They're going to be worshipped how they deserve. But no. All that's going to do is nothing. Trying to emulate the ocean and not knowing a thing about it, that won't do anything. 8 of Swords. Yep. So the people who do that are in the 8 of Swords. Locked in their own jail. Locked in their own jail because they try to be so fucking clever. They put so much energy into this. So much energy. So much strategy. But you cannot emulate the ocean. The ocean is what it is. It affects people naturally. If you try to emulate it, all you are is a fake. All you are is a signpost. It's not the real thing. All you are is a postcard. If you see a postcard of the ocean, it doesn't do the same thing. Two of Wands. Okay. So you are thriving. Thriving in your double nature. Thriving in your dual nature. 10 of Cups. 8 of Wands. Ace of Swords. Thriving in your dual nature. Both an explorer and a lover. Both a creator and a hermit. Page of Cups, Four of Cups. Okay. So you have an awareness of your future. You have a vision of what you want, death, and the Four of Pentacles. You know what you're working towards. You know what is at stake. You know what you're here to do, really, which is to have a family, to be a mother, to be a father. But you also have an awareness of where you're at, where your soul is at, where your ego is at, what you're working with internally. So yes, you know where you may end up, but you're not oblivious to your shadow right now. So you are wisely not obsessing over this future, not obsessing over this ideal outcome, and allowing it to just be, allowing it to manifest itself. And you are actually subconsciously investing in that by investing in yourself. And you have this mindset, you have this explorer's mindset, where you always have this feeling like you're missing something. You have this feeling like there's something just right behind you. There's something that you need to discover. There's something that you need to unlock within yourself. And that is divine. That is intentional. Your higher self is intentionally being that way because there is more to learn. There is more to unlock. While you may know your final destination, what makes that so special is what you do until then. It is the exploration that you do in your own soul, in your own body, in your own experience, on your own. So by you prioritizing yourself, you are greatly benefiting the family, and you are greatly benefiting the feminine, the divine feminine, the mothers, allowing them. So the masculine is allowing the feminine to be empowered on her own. Allowing the feminine to discover their own nature, discover their own gift, because it's different than yours. And this approach is actually what's speeding things up. This approach is what's giving both of you two. It's what's giving both of you two this incredible power that's never been seen. Because you two have artistic independence while also being incredibly in love. Okay. Yeah, there's a complete death to some type of dynamic in your life. There's a dynamic in your life that made you worried about money, that made you worried about being successful in a conventional way. It's like somebody was pressuring you. This could be a mother figure. Somebody was pressuring you to be a certain way. And you said, fuck that. You said, fuck that, and tasted death. That's what the Spirit is saying. You said, fuck that, and tasted death. You touched death. You became death. So you're like, not only am I going to say fuck that to that convention that you're projecting, I'm saying fuck that to all the fucking conventions. All of them. Every single one of them. Because you touched, we touched what is real. When you touch death, you touch what is real. It's like you died in this life and you saw the real light. You saw what is really fueling you, what you're really here to do. And it's this incredibly passionate love. Okay. All right, final cards. So this is love. So this is love. Moonwalker. Yeah, okay. So definitely, if you're a musician, make your music. Enjoy your music. Twilight. Definitely some musicians in here. So, yeah, I love you. God bless you. Bye.